Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our The Red Strains Club Let's Play. We're going to continue where we left off. I'm going to go ahead, let's look at our red string. We've got Diana doubted herself on the ethics of SPW, and we got information on SPW. I wonder what this middle one is. Let's go, isn't SPW going to affect creativity? I hope so. Excuse me? Depression as a source of inspiration is just an unhealthy myth. Maslow's pyramid, baby. To achieve self-realization, to fully embrace creativity, you first have to be at peace. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a little bit different than that, but that's alright. You don't have to be depressed to write a dark tale. You don't have to hate to draw violence. Art is emotion through the filter of calm focus. Okay, but what experience is the artist supposed to distill if they haven't felt anything before? Oh, but haven't we all felt enough already? There's so much left to feel. What about new generations? There's so much left to feel. Don't be a hypocrite. There's so much left to feel. And for what? Just to suffer? You're saying that it's justified to let people be in pain just in case they're potential artists. That's a ridiculous oversimplification. We know sweet because we know sour. We know good because we know evil. Removing one side of life's duality deprives the other of meaning. In your Occidental way of life, maybe, but the most Zen way to go is to reject dualism altogether. There's no being sad or being happy, there's just being. SPW grants the completeness of a Zen master without the asceticism. Now you're just bullshitting me. I hadn't looked at it like that. I think we're just Now you're just bullshitting me. That's honestly my stance, but I guess we'll need a couple of extra nights for me to fill you in on Zen philosophy. Or at least a part of it that's convenient for your brainwashing brochure. Okay, easy now. Do you want to know more about SPW, or have you unwound enough already? Don't you think it's all a bit unnatural? Don't you think it's all a bit unnatural? Oh, now you're talking like an old-timer. Do you know how many times that argument has been wielded against progress? I did sound like a grandpa, eh? Haha, damn, I did sound like a grandpa. You said it. But yeah, unnatural is not the best argument to use against progress. We're not burning witches anymore, Donovan. Yeah, stop rubbing salt in the wound. Want to know more about SPW? Sounds like a mind control device. Haha, that's quite a stretch. Isn't unhappiness what drives us forward? What you're selling sounds like the worst kind of conformism. No one will ever be willing to fight, to rebel, to disrupt our world. That's pretty convenient for corps and governments alike, isn't it? The fine print of eternal happiness is absolute obedience. Don't exaggerate. I'm using SPW right now. Do you see me as a harmless lamb? I don't think so. How can you know? I feel better than ever. See, you're wrong about unhappiness being the greatest motivator. The best goals are born from joy and love. I don't blame you, you've always been a survivor, but those days are almost over. I don't want to sound delusional here, but SPW is fucking worldwide peace, can't you see it? Excuse me, but no, I can't see it. The world needs disagreement to keep evolving. World peace just means eternal slumber. Let me stop you right there before you start making a plea for war. You know that's not what I meant. Only that you just said world peace is bad here for humanity. Okay, this argument isn't going anywhere. Let's change the subject. I've had enough SPW for today. I'm really excited about all of this. Sorry you're not a fan of it, but just accept it. This is the future. No, the present. Don't let it get under your skin or you'll ruin that fragile, handcrafted happiness of yours. What have you been working on lately? I think we know it's SPW. I already told you. It's not as though a job like SPW gives me a lot of spare time for pet projects, you know? Sure, sorry. Ah, Donovan. If I hadn't removed the part of my brain that processes love, I swear I'd fall for you every time. I don't know how you do it, but I always leave the club shaking. I'm starting to think you're putting something in my drinks. Just alcohol, I swear. but I'm glad I can get through your ice-cold processors and stir those artificial feelings for viewers. Hey, they're not artificial. They're just upgraded. Emotion could be a pitfall for a scientist like me. Better to have them in check. You ought to live more dangerously, Diana. Dangerous Diana. Inspiration plays a big part in being a memorable scientist. Maybe. I'll make sure to come back to the club anytime I need some good old mojo. Please do. I should be leaving now. Thanks for the drinks, the chat, and the info. And please call me as soon as you get something on Supercontinent's CEO. I will. Thank you for coming, Diana. My pleasure. Thank you for coming. See you next time, Diana. Okay, Akara, listen. Never again say a customer's name. Why not? Because it makes them feel uncomfortable and paranoid. I was taught that repeating someone's name builds trust and familiarity. Yeah, but the Red Strings Club is a haven of sorts. Sneezed. I had to mute. I'm so sorry. But the Red Strings Club is a haven of sorts. My clients value their anonymity. And you blab their names right when they come in. They'll think I told you all about them. And you're supposed to be a mere trainee. Leave the name dropping to me. Understood. I'm sorry, Donovan. Don't sweat it. Just keep it in mind, Akara. It won't happen again, Donovan. Very well, Akara. Let's focus on your aptitudes instead of your weaknesses. Get any interesting insights from your empathetic algorithms? Indeed. However, I don't see an easy way to properly communicate them, so I'd like to propose a game. A game? You're full of surprises. Play is one of the most primal human devices for learning and development. Transmitting the vast amount of data I've gathered from your conversation with Diana is impossible, so I've designed a process to let you reach your own conclusions. Moreover, I get to better understand you so we can improve as a team. Sounds like a pro HR talk. But sure, I'm in. How do we play? I'm going to ask you a series of questions, 10 to be exact. I have my own answers to them, but I am most interested in your input. When we are finished, I will let you know how many of them you got right. If you score at least 7 out of 10, I'll grant you a new skill. What? A new skill? Did they use the AI of an RPG villager to build you? And what the hell, can you even do that? A game without reward proves to be very dull. And yes, I can grant you something to improve your bartending skills. Why don't you just give it to me now? I'm designed to make you happy, a much different thing than granting your every wish. Sometimes I feel like you're some dumb mannequin, but now, I believe the very devil could be running through your circuits. Shall I begin? This is exciting. You're more twisted than I thought. Give it to me. Is Diana physically attracted to you? Come again? What kind of question is that? And how am I supposed to know? Please just answer my questions. I know what I'm doing. Is Diana physically attracted to you? She said... I'm gonna go with no. Is Diana 100% loyal to Supercontinent Ltd? No. Is she proud of Social Psyche Welfare? Yes. Would Diana be happier without the effects of SPW? No. Does Diana know about the mirror neuron algorithm? No. Who is the person that Diana most admires? Me, CEO, Tesla herself. Probably Tesla, an inventor. Regarding your bartending, what spirits does Diana enjoy the most? Jeez, I have no idea. Bourbon. Did Diana lie to you during your conversation? Yes, probably. What is Diana's greatest fear right now? The SPW fail, Supercontinent Ltd. Supercontinent Ltd. Is Social Psyche Welfare as bad as you thought? This one I can't fail since it's my opinion, no? Maybe. It's as hard as not lying. Is SPW as bad as you thought? No, but it should be optional. I mean, nowadays you can have whatever psychoactive drugs you want. Becoming a smiling bastard should be the decision of the implant wearer. This silent update is a crime no matter how you look at it. Okay, that was the last question. Did I pass? You got 7 out of 10 questions right. Oh yay, congratulations, you are a sharp man, Donovan. That sounds a little condescending, but thank you. What did I win? I'm going to produce a short span memory resetter for you. Is that a cool name for a shot? No, one of my abilities is to synthesize psychoactive drugs. The system was designed to deal with emergency anxiety crises and such. But given the unusual context we're in, I can widen its purposes. Add this to the client's drink and they will think they just sat at the bar for the first time. That way you can explore different paths in a conversation without them noticing. That sounds crazy and a bit immoral. Why, aren't you manipulating them with your drinks? I thought this would be helpful. Ah, you got me there. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. I'm sorry, Donovan. It's okay. I'll save it for an emergency. Say, how much of this can you produce? Not much. I have a limited chemical repository for such purposes. So I'd rather keep these as prizes for our little games. How playful of you. Gotcha. Let's keep it like this then. I detect a client approaching the club. So soon? Didn't expect anyone else tonight. Do you want me to check their background? Yes, please. Naima Koss, 34 years old. She's a corporate lawyer at Supercontinent Ltd. Footage from nearby locations shows that she's been shadowing Diana. Uh-oh, this may be troublesome. Do you want me to drive her away? Can you do that? I could send a fake emergency meeting request to her phone, for example. Your skill set begins to seem uncanny. Do you want me to drive her away? No, let her in. If fate brought her to the Red Strings Club, there has to be a reason, and we're happily going to exploit that. Hello. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. Absinthe on the rocks, please. Welcome to the Red Strings Club, miss. I'm afraid I can't just serve that to you. This is not your usual bar. Here you tell me how you feel, and I fix you a matching drink. I see. Then I feel like asking you a series of questions regarding why you're prying into my client's business. How dry? You must be a lawyer, no? That's correct. I'm here representing Supercontinent's interests. What was Diana May's businesses here? Hold your horses now. Apart from serving drinks, I'm also an information broker. So questions have a price tag in this club. Okay, how much? Here's my deal. You ask as many questions as you want, then I get to ask that many questions myself. Fair enough. Although I should inform you that, unlike you, I won't be able to disclose any of my client's sensitive information. Fair enough. Although I must let you know that, unlike you, I know my way around empathy and subtlety. You risk leaking more information than you might think. I'll take my chances, mister. The name's Donovan, owner of the Red Strings Club. Nice to meet you. I am Naima Koss, corporate lawyer at Supercontinent Ltd. Shall we commence business? Fire away. What was Diana May's business here? She's an old friend. Wanted to gather some intel on SPW. Hired her to do some implant work. I wanted to gather some intel on SPW. So I called Diana to learn more about it. So she leaked confidential company data. No, her lips... yes, I tricked her into leaking some data. But I don't think she was even aware of it. Doesn't matter, she shouldn't have come here in the first place. This will have consequences. Shit, I'm sorry, Diana. Next question is about Proxima Organization. They've been making trouble for my client lately. I'd like to know exactly what Proxima's got on Supercontinent Ltd. Proxima knows about your new CEO. If you know what I mean. From what I've heard, they've found some pretty juicy stuff. What? That can't be possible. Can't wait to get my hands on that info, to be honest. Those are just some unfounded rumors. But if you happen to get a hold of that intel, we'll gladly pay you a hefty sum if you come to us first. Didn't know you were into rumors. Enough. Next question. Where is Johanna Seftis? Come again? Where is Johanna Seftis? You're saying that as if I should know her. What a poor information dealer you are if you don't even know Supercontinent's Chief Operations Officer. What's the matter? Is she missing? Forget about it. That was all I had to ask. My turn then? Go ahead, you have 3 questions. I can't have you sitting there without a drink though. This is a club after all. Okay, but I won't be telling you how I feel or any of that nonsense. Don't worry, you let me know enough about yourself already for me to work my magic. Trust me, you'll like this. Ambition, stress, remorse. I'm gonna do stress. So we're gonna wanna go... Oh shit. We're gonna wanna go this way. Okay. And then up. Okay. And then shrinkage. Okay. And then down a little bit. There we go. And serve that. Look, I shouldn't be wasting my time here. So she's stressed out. Make your questions quick. I have a lot on my plate. A drink won't hurt. Relax. She looks stressed. Let's exploit that. 3 questions left. Choose the topic wisely. Ready for the unveiling. Will everything be ready for the unveiling of SPW next week? Fuck me, it can't be next week. That's what my people on the inside told me. Those clowns from marketing are going to hear from me. We're always cleaning up after them in the legal department. Couple of journal friends already know. Couple of my journal friends already know. Seriously, are they already on that phase of genocide? Jenna what? Ah, marketing stupid name for the press operation. Forget about it. SPW's marketing project genocide. Thanks for letting me know in any case. No problem. 2 questions left. Choose a topic wisely. So she's stressed, so... What's the deal with Johanna Seftis? I shouldn't have asked you about it, but I'm kind of in a pinch here. Look, I might be able to help if you can tell me a bit more about it. Well, given I asked you where she is, clearly the problem is that she's missing. Maybe I could help you. When did she disappear? Why do you think she's missing? Where were her last known whereabouts? Supercontinent's offices this morning. You lost track of her at your own office? Last thing we know is that some of her co-workers heard her crying in the bathroom. That's very unlike her, so the theory is that there might be a problem with her implants, or that someone drugged her. We need to track her down before she does something stupid. I've already said enough. Knowing that, have you heard anything that might be able to help us? I'm perplexed. Nothing has reached my ears yet, though. I'll stay on the lookout for any clues, and I'll call you if I find out anything useful. At a price, of course. Money's not a problem, so if you find anything, just call me and you'll be appropriately rewarded. Seems that Eridan's rogue implants have fulfilled their purpose. Johanna Seftis is going through an ethical crisis. Ah. Kara gave Johanna the hippie, which magnifies compassion. Maybe she was having second thoughts and broke down? Okay, last question. Legality. Why didn't the CEO tell me about you? What? How do you know our CEO? Are you talking about the CEO of Supercontinent Ltd? She didn't come to this dive, did she? Wow, dive? Really? I'm sorry, I just find it terribly shocking that you've dealt with Radhika and I've barely even seen her. Plus, she shouldn't be visiting these kinds of places. Why not? She's not a baby. Barely. Did she come by herself? We always meet alone. I'll let the board members know immediately. Slow down, why is this such a big deal? I'm done with this topic, and I'll make sure you never get to see Radhika again. Wow, okay. What the hell is the matter with this Radhika girl? Diana seemed to be right on the money with this. Well, I'm afraid you've run out of questions. I've got too much to do tonight, so goodbye. Sure, go and spread law through town. You seem to be enjoying yourself. So just in case, I'll inform you of the current situation. Supercontinent is going through turbulent times right now. That's good. That spells change for a company. I've seen it many times. But in the process, there's usually a trail of casualties. The way you're playing right now, you've got a ticket to become one of them. Be warned, Mr. Bartender. Didn't know corporate lawyers were in the business of extending such stylish death threats. Ha! There are many fates worse than death when it up against a corporate law. Have a good night. Dang. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Alright, so we just saved, so we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. So guys, thank you so much for all your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Red Strings Club Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.